guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Danny as always and welcome back to Fish It TV. Right, in this video today we're going to be talking about the SKS bite alarms 1 year on. But first of all, I'd just like to make an apology for not having any videos made over the last couple of months. Been struggling a little bit with health and technology. As you can see, I've got a new mic, so hopefully the sound's going to start improving from now on, as the last couple of videos have been a bit shaky and again it's put me off of making any more. So anyway guys, if you're new here today, it'd be great if you could hit that like button if you find that this video helps you in any which way, and maybe subscribe. That's up to you, I'll leave that one down to you. But yeah, if you could hit that like button, that'll help me out massively on the algorithm, get me found a little bit more, get people to see this video, helps me out. Right guys, anyway, on with the video. Right, as I said, we're here today with the SKS bite alarm, made by Sonic, and it's a year on since I've actually bought these. Now, I've actually got the 3+ receiver and the light. Now, as I said, I've had these a year now. I've been out on the bank a few times with them, and I've got to say, I'm absolutely loving them so far. They're doing me wonders. They're catching me fish, they're working, they do everything that says on the tin. Now, the alarms themselves are quite small. They've got a nice non-slip grip to them. It's the plastic that they've used on there. It's almost like a rubbery material on there, and yeah, they hold up to the weather really well. They look small, smart, discreet. They're not too bulky, they don't take up too much room. Now, one thing I am going to say is, I'm probably going to get some stick for this, the battery life. Now, I don't use the most expensive batteries in the world, and I've heard quite a lot of people saying that the batteries don't last that long in these alarms. I don't know what they're on about, because I get 2 to 3 trips out of one set of batteries, and as you can see, they're not Duracells, they're nothing special, they're Kodak, cheap ones out of a cheap shop. So the batteries do seem to last quite well for me. As I say, 2 to 3 trips. Okay, my alarms aren't going off every 5 minutes, and I do turn my alarms off when I'm resetting my rods. So I'll leave you to make your own mind up on that one. One thing I did forget to actually mention when I made the first video was these have a night light on them. Let me just turn this on. I'll hold this button down. As you can see, they have a night light that comes on and they stay on. So if you wish to know where your alarms are all night, I mean, my eyes adjust and I can see where my rods are. But if you so wish to know exactly where your alarms are of a night time, you can have them up like that, and as you can see the light from both sides, and that will stay on until you turn it off. There we go, that's off. Just blinded myself with the LEDs, very bright LEDs. These LEDs on the front here absolutely light up the bank. Well, they do for me. Next, onto the receiver. The receiver, small, sleek, again, does its job. The only issue I have with this is the buttons. The buttons are out of the body, and I wish there was more inserted and you'd have to push in to push them in, because you put this in your pocket and you do catch the buttons and you knock the sensitivity or the sound, so you do have to be careful with that. I've had no issues. I don't walk away too far away from my rods. If I do walk away from my rods, I've usually got someone else sitting in the next swim, a friend of mine, and he will have my receiver. That's as far as I will ever walk away from my rods, or have nobody near my rods. I do like to make sure that my rods are safe all the time. I strap my pod down as well, just for extra measures. But yes, that's a good way to get into things. If you're going to walk too far away from your rods and you haven't got anyone with you, just bring your rods in, please. You don't want to lose them. You don't want to damage the fish either. Right, onto the light. Now, to be fair, I've not really used it that much. I used it the first night that I was out on the bank when I had these, and that was a blanking session, so it didn't really put me to any good use. But I did get a couple of little knocks during the night. Now this has a delay mode on it. It comes on, the light will come on for 30 seconds, 40 seconds, up to a minute, I believe. You can set the different time delays, so it will light your bivvy up for a long enough period for you to get your shoes on, get out the bivvy, find the zipper. We've all had that trouble, haven't we? So yeah, it will give you enough time to get out the bivvy and get to your rods, you know, without tripping over everything. So yeah, it's a good design, it works well. I just tend not to use it that often. The reason being is when these go off, or this is right next to me anyway, the lights will go off, it lights up, they stay on for a few seconds. So that's enough light for me usually. I generally know where my shoes are, I generally know where the zip is. So yeah, I can usually get out pretty quick. But there are some of us that do obviously struggle, and the light is a massive, massive help. So yes, all in all, these are a good alarm system. Don't forget guys, I'm not sponsored in any way. I'm not endorsed. Sonik haven't approached me to do this. They haven't sent them to me and asked me to do this. I've bought these out of my own money, and this is totally independent review. Now, if you go back to my core room one, I actually done a review on that, and I told you that I didn't like the alarms. They let me down. They didn't work. I'm not going to tell you that with these. So far, these are brilliant. I love them. They haven't got all the technology on them like the K9s have, but do we need all that technology? Do we need to know how many millimeters the wheels turn? Some do, some don't. I'm old school. I prefer just an alarm. Lets me know when I've got a fish on. You've got the drop back on this as well. So one light does the wheel spinning forward, the other light does the wheel spinning back. So that's all I need. I know where I've had a drop back or whether it's a run. Does its job. So yeah, if you're looking for something in the mid-range price, I believe these are at the time of recording about 130, 135 £135. I paid a little bit more than these a year ago, about 145 I think it was, I can't remember. Definitely get yourself a set, you won't be disappointed. Anyway guys, it's a short sweet video today. I just wanted to get back. Hopefully you're going to see more of me in the future. We're hopefully going to have Ian on board a little bit more. He's going to be doing a few more shoots with me. So anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there for now. Until next time, tight lines, get yourself some of these, hit like and subscribe. Take care. Until next time, tight lines.